Hey everyone, Scooby-Doo here and welcome to a brand new video, and also happy May the 4th be with you. As today we're filming it, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it up the same day. Still having some issues with the old computer and the new computer and getting Windows Movie Maker and not using the Movie Maker. And anyways, happy May the 4th. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Razer Crest by Hasbro. Going to do a little bit of a review. It's not going to be a big review on it, just kind of an overview maybe. You can see there in the back we got Grogu in his floating pram with Fett. Again, it's going to be part of the Mandalorian room, and as we're doing these videos we're going to start seeing the room progress, and we'll start talking about all the different things that end up popping into the room. Really quick note, I was watching the Hasbro live stream today, and they were showing a bunch of new products that were coming out. And one I found interesting was the new Darth Vader helmet, and how they mentioned about how now it has a neck, and so it should display really well. And it just kind of brings me to why I do these videos. One, I do them just to share the different stuff that I do, and that's probably really the main reason why I do it. But the other reason is to sometimes do reviews and mention things that I feel that maybe Hasbro or Hot Toys or whoever, to kind of show where maybe they could do things a little bit better. Not really to complain. It has nothing to do with complaining. It has to do with more offsetting other reviews that are on YouTube. And so yeah, so the neck on the Darth Vader helmet. I don't know how many times I said it on the original video that I did like 3 years ago. But there was a lot of other reviews where there's just, oh, it's a great helmet, it's a super, you should get it. And I agree, it was a super helmet, but let's not point out the fact that it is for display. Of course you can wear it, but a lot of this stuff is just for display purposes, and it didn't display well because it didn't have a neck. And so I'm glad that Hasbro finally got it years later that, yeah, you do need to have a neck on your Darth Vader helmet. So check out that new helmet because it does look fantastic. I don't need one. I already have a bunch of Darth Vader helmets, but just thought it was interesting to watch that today. And again, same with my lightsabers. You know, I always complained about the lightsabers not staying on while on display, and nobody ever brought that up on a review. So like, again, that's why I kind of do these reviews sometimes. This one on the Mandalorian Razer Crest though, it is a awesome, and I don't think, I mean, I'd have to really move the camera or either hold it. It is so big, and it's really detailed, and it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. However, it's not going to be going into this room. You think it would be, but there's just really no space for it. And I kind of wanted to keep everything to 1:1 scale to the most part for this room, at least for now. So the reason why I actually took it out of the box is because I pre-ordered it last year, and at that time I had no place for it as far as for size. I had no place to put it, and then even if I did have the room, it just wouldn't have gone in the Star Wars room anywhere. It wouldn't have gone in the Star Wars room anywhere because it just doesn't go with the flow on my other displays. But I got it because I didn't want to get caught up with not having it like I did with the katana. The katana, I knew about that on the pre-order and just didn't order it because it was too big. And then 10 months later I found a spot for it and then had to pay extra for it on the secondary market. So this one here, I pre-ordered it. My thought was that if in 10 months I found a place for it, great. If I didn't, I just keep it in the box and just sell it. So why is it out of the box then? Well, in doing the Mandalorian room or coming up with it, you can see we have the Stern Mandalorian pinball. My thought was that maybe I could use it as a topper. So once I pre-ordered the pinball, I actually had contacted some people that already had the pinball and was asking them about size. This thing is just so big and heavy. I asked them about the size of the top cab because these newer pinballs, They're the same size as an older pinball, but they're just like some things are a little bit smaller, and one of them is the back cab. And I thought that maybe I should ask somebody, you know, like the measurements, because they didn't have them on the website. And one of the people that I was speaking with that actually had the Mandalorian pinball, I had mentioned to him that I wanted to use this as a topper, because this actually did kind of fit on my virtual pinball. That one, the cab is larger. So I asked them, and they said, yeah, it would fit. You might have to get a custom stand for it, but it would work. And as soon as I got the pinball, no, it's not going to work at all. It's just too big. It's just too big. Could somebody, if you are watching this for pinball, could somebody put one of these up? I'm going to change views again on this thing. Could you possibly put this on top of the pinball? Yeah, you could, but again, it's too big, it's too heavy. You'd have to put so many support pieces in here to have it on there that as soon as you start playing the game and you maybe kind of shook the table a little bit, it just would wobble so much, and it would probably end up breaking off some of the plastic, and then you would have to also modify this so much that you would pretty much destroy it, I believe. So that won't work. So since that doesn't work, and since I don't have any other spot for it, unfortunately, this is just going to go back in the box. But just look at the detail on this thing. It's just screaming for a black wash, and it doesn't really even need a black wash that much, but I would say a light black wash. And then if you just literally, if you saw my video on the Slave 1 ship, just go in there with some dry painting with some silver paint and detail that out for the engine. Oh man, this thing would be off the hook. And then I've seen some people that have added lights as well, because of all the detail with all of this and the top. Here, let me actually pick this up. I really want to show you guys just how awesome this ship is. And if you have the room, or you can make the room for it, even though it's a bit disappointing that the spoiler alert, that just gets blown up. In the Mandalorian show, it's still a great vehicle to have. I'm kind of disappointed in the Mandalorian 2. No, actually, no, it wasn't a Mandalorian. See, I get confused now with the Book of Fett, because was it the Book of Fett or was it just the Mandalorian? I guess it was the Book of Fett where he gets his new ship. That new ship doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. It makes none. I mean, it's just, you just sit in the cockpit. How are you going to fly around the universe or the galaxy or whatever in that? I mean, where are you going to put your bounties? I'm not sure. But so it'd be nice if maybe in the next Mandalorian they come out with a new Razor Crest, because that makes more sense for Mando and Grogu. But anyways, that's it. It comes with a bunch of stuff. Again, I didn't want to. Comes with some Carbonite figures and Mando, and I believe it comes out with Grogu as well. I just wanted to leave all that in the box. It was more just for, as soon as the pinball came in, I grabbed it and I tried to set it up on top of the pinball, and it's like, no. I don't know what the guy was thinking. Not anything bad on the other guy. I mean, I appreciated his help, but there's just no way that this thing's going up on a pinball. But I would, if you can get this, because this one doesn't seem to, I think a lot of people were anticipating this one to really go up in value. So a lot of people purchased these in hopes of, you know, turning a big profit on eBay. I don't think this one had as much desire to collectors after the ship got blown up in the TV series, and it just wasn't the same as the Katana. So you could still probably pick one of these up pretty cheap. They do make stuff on the secondary market that lights up the stand, and again, if you do a good little paint job on them, it would just look fabulous. Maybe put it up on like on a pedestal stand or something, or if you have a shelf for it. But I definitely would look into getting one of these if you're a fan of the Mandalorian at all, or just in ships, just because of all of the detail. So there it is, probably out of focus. There's Godzilla and some other stuff that's not my collection, it's somebody else's. See, there we go. Get it back into focus. I think it was out of focus for a minute or two. Again, I'm using my older phone that's made with potatoes, so you guys don't need to comment about that. And eventually, hopefully I'll get something set up on my computer that I can start putting up videos faster and a little bit better quality. But that's never really been the thing with this channel. It's just me throwing up videos and just kind of talking about stuff. The pinball, we're going to be doing a lot of videos on the pinball. I have like 2 boxes of light mods and some other mods, and then of course, you know, I have a lot of Star Wars stuff. I could probably put some stuff in the play field as well, and we're going to be doing all of that. And again, look for the other videos. I will do a review on the pram as well if you're interested in getting a pram for your room. That was another reason why I did this room as well, as I had a lot of extra Star Wars stuff, as you guys know, that just wouldn't fit in the Star Wars room. And one of the things I wanted to get was a pram for Grogu, for Baby Yoda, and well, I know it's Grogu, but so it just made sense. I wanted to get the pinball, I wanted to get the pram, I wanted to have more room in the Star Wars room, and I wanted just to have a separate room that kind of like merged in, kind of like an entertainment area for the pinball machine. And again, we'll be doing the Death Star, just to show you, like on my cabinets now. I got these little knobs that go on there, and this thing here lights up. We'll do a review on that as well. So if you have any questions about anything that you've seen in the background or that I've talked about, feel free to ask me down below. I could change the order of the videos that I end up doing if there's something particular that you're wanting to know. But anyways, that's it for this video. I'm going to go now try to download it onto one of my computers and see if I can edit it with whatever video editor. That's another thing with the new editor, with the Windows 10 and 11. They don't have the Movie Maker, they have Video Editor. And even on those reviews, a lot of people don't bring up the fact there's no transitions. I don't know how you can have a video editor without transitions. Kind of odd. So we're going to try to get this back on the old Movie Maker, so I got to fire up the old computer and see what we can do. All right, so that's it. Have a fantastic week. Look for more videos, and I'll talk to you real soon.